I'm Coach Mike here with Coach Kyle, and we're going to show you some home workouts that you can do with some basic equipment pieces. So right here we just have some pieces of equipment laid out. We have some cones, we have a Zoid. If you don't have a Zoid or a ring, you could use the cones like this. Basic band and a ladder. We understand a lot of people have ladders, so right now Kyle's going to show you some ladder drills that you could do at home. Nice and easy. We're just going to go 1 foot in each box. I don't want high knees here, so just explode through. Make sure your hips are nice and straight and you're driving your arms. So after that, we're going to go on to 2 feet in each box. Keeping the hips straight again, making sure there's good arm drive as you go. And make sure that you're switching feet each time you go. Next one's going to be the Icky Shuffle. It's going to be a shuffle. We want to keep our hips, again, nice and straight, driving in, driving out. Good arms, good elbow drive as you go. Again, these are pretty basic, but we'll get to the more complex stuff as we go on. Next one's going to be out, out, in. Again, focus on keeping your chest up, keeping the head up, really driving in and out. Good arms, good elbows, driving off the toes. The next one, we're just going 1 foot in each box here. Okay, good step in, good step out. Again, keeping the hips nice and straight. Just gonna go 1 set on each side. Then we're going to go into some lateral movements. So we're just going to go into a shuffle. 2 feet in each box. Again, I don't want the knees high. Keep them nice and low. Nice and quick all the way through. And again, we want to keep our head up, keep our chest up, and make sure our hips aren't twisting. Excellent. After that, we're going to go in, out, out, lateral. And you want to make sure that your front foot is always leading. Always lead with the front foot on this one. We're going to continue the motion now. We're going to go all the way through. So a little bit harder, but again, making sure that we keep that front foot moving. If you don't get this the first time, you can go slower. It's okay. We're going to move on to going over, out, out. So you want to drive your hip around your body, keeping the chest straight. 1 foot in, 2 feet out. Going to get a closer view here so you can watch the feet. So over, out, out. Next one's going to be under, out, out. Again, closer view. Could be on 2 feet, zigzag. You're popping as quick as you can. So the idea is to have minimal ground contact. So touch and go, touch and go. And again, we want to make sure that our chest doesn't come too far forward. We're driving our arms as we go. Good. Next one's going to be out, in, out, in. Pretty basic, but again, keeping our hips, keeping our chest, everything should be straight. And again, you can push the pace and tempo when you're comfortable. This one's going to be toe taps in the same box and then going forward. Keeping nice and straight. And again, we're going 2 jumps in each box. So we're going lateral, lateral, forward. 2 jumps in each box. We'll get a closer view. Lateral toe taps. Touch and go. And again, you look at Coach Kyle's hips, nice and straight. That's the key. Toes are nice and straight as well. You're doing a hip rotational movement, so going side to side, making sure you're driving your hip all the way out, keeping your chest nice and forward. Again, driving the arms as you go. Doesn't have to be that fast at first, so you want to master the technique before anything else.
Oh boy.
Okay, a little more complex for this one. We're going over, under in the same box. So over, under, over, under. Again, when you start, it doesn't have to be super fast. You want to master the technique before you go. Good. Get a closer view on the next round. Next one, we're going to go forward, forward, back, back with 2 feet. We want to make sure that the lead foot is always in front. Meaning, if you're on your right foot first, that's leading the left, it's always in front of the left foot. I'm going to do 1 set on each side. Again, in, back, back, forward, forward. We're going to move on to some one-footed stuff now. So first one's nice and easy. Just a linear one-footed hop. 1 foot in each box. One on each foot. And we're going to go lateral after this. And I want you on your back foot for the lateral movement. And again, we're not overly focused on speed. We're focused on technique. So make sure that the hips are straight. You're driving off the ball of your foot. Hips are nice and straight, driving off the ball of your foot. Back foot. Good. Next one, we're going to go a 1 foot zigzag, focusing on stability on the outside of each of the ladders. Excuse me. Focusing on stability on the outside of the ladder. So make sure that we're not double jumping. Kyle, you want to give us an example real quick of a double jump, please, Coach Kyle? So this would be a double jump when you're on the outside, jumping twice. You need to stabilize. So hold there, Coach, thanks. Okay, so we'll see a good example here again, 1 on each foot. Focusing on touching the ground and going. Okay, so minimal ground contact, hop and go. That's how we build our agility. It's going to be lateral, skip 1, back 1. Plenty more ladder exercises you can do, so you could always contact us if you want more. But that will conclude the basic ladder training session. And again, we don't promote the ladder as the primary form of speed training. However, it's something that people have a lot of access to, and right now in these times, absolutely beneficial to do at home.